Distinguished participants, my fellow panelists, good evening. It is a great pleasure to attend this top-tier event and to meet and greet physically the other members of the Civitas community and, of course, all other shareholders. Before I start my brief remark, let me introduce myself. I'm Kωνσταντέλλος, and since 2014, I'm the mayor of the city of Βάρη Βούλας Βουλιαγμένη, a coastal suburb at Athens metropolitan area in Greece. And since 2020, I am a vice chairman of the Civitas Policy Advisory Committee, which I have the honor to represent today at this panel. I'm here to share with you PAC's vision about the transition of the Civitas from 2030 to Civitas 2030, and to be more accurate, the current PAC's vision. As this is something that was thoroughly discussed and agreed during the PAC's last meeting in May 2022 in Βάρη Βούλας Βουλιαγμένη, and also yesterday on the 6th PAC meeting here in Brno. So, which should be the future role of the PAC in the Civitas 2030? It's a great question. Let's find some real answers. As one of the basic pillars of the Civitas community, should PAC continue to deliver policy recommendation and act as the liaison between the DG Move and the Civitas network of cities, as well as the CiviNet national and regional networks? I don't think anybody wouldn't agree with this statement. As well as to support the DG Move on various issues regarding the Civitas community, taking part in key Civitas activities, and most important, to strengthen the involvement of the local politicians from Civitas cities to Civitas activities, acting top, down, and bottom up. As I'm sure you already know, that 15 PAC members are elected politicians from Civitas network cities within the European Union, thus representing European cities and citizens to the DG Move and Civitas community. This means that they are bringing real ideas from the cities to the policy level. So, which is our dream and vision for 2030? Do we want Civitas to remain an advisory body, or do we want to see its role enhanced and broadened within the Civitas community? And how we can achieve that? How can the Civitas initiative contribute to addressing the challenge of the sustainable and smart mobility strategy, the European Green Deal, the new EU urban mobility framework, the climate neutral and smart cities missions, and other EU initiatives? In other words, how can we enhance the policy aspect in Civitas PAC? First, to organize more bilateral meetings with the DG Move so that the PAC can accomplish its role adequately and give proper inputs on the proposed legislation from the EU and DG Move, of course, before this legislation is being published and not afterwards, as it happens regularly. Second, to enhance physical meetings, both within the PAC members and the Civitas community, to promote the connection within the cities and the exchange of best practices. Third, to conduct site visits in European cities of the Civitas community, as it is very important to facilitate the transfer of knowledge from one city to another. If someone has succeeded, has to share it with others. Fourth, as a body of elected politicians, PAC should remain as such in order to play a key role as a political advisory body to the DG Move. We shouldn't add to the body of elected politicians other functions that will blend and will dissolute the decisions and the ideas of the politicians towards the decision makers. Fifth, it is necessary to blend new members' enthusiasm as well as older members' experience and maintain the open call for expressions of interest from elected politicians of the Civitas community with geographical allocation throughout the European continent. Last but not least, PAC should be and act as an ambassador to other Civitas cities and promote sustainable urban mobility and other relevant initiatives, as well as to disseminate EU's urban mobility policies. Our main goal for the next years, till 2030, is to unify, to connect and to conduct the three pillars of CiviNet initiative, which is the Civitas Elevate, the PAC and the CiviNets throughout Europe, in order to work together for better results for urban mobility in Europe. Thank you for your attention.